Thank you all. Dear distinguished, dear audience, dear journalists, I express my thanks to Mr. Jillud for organizing such an occasion. Though I did not participate on time, but of course I got the chance to learn something else from my previous orators. At first of my speech, I express my gratitude and pray regards to the Father of the Nation and pray for his departed soul in peace. A lot of things have been raised here and good discussion could be made maybe. So from my part, actually, I feel to point out some issues. Actually, everybody is much more aware. We have been independent, achieved independent in the year 1947 as a part of Pakistan. And didn't time, actually, so far I could remember, the World Bank have been founded in the year 1944. So I could not find the per capita income record of from the archive of the World Bank, what was in our status in the year 1947. But anyway, from my different source, so far I knew that our per capita income was $57. So why I want to point out this issue? Because from that point of view, I want to justify what was the cause of our independence and freedom fighting. You see, if it is 57, and when we were fighting for independence in the year 1970 or 71, in the year 1997, in the year 1970, our per capita income was $133. From 57 to $133, within how many years? Within 25 years. After 25 years, we have to be graduated up to level 133. But when Father of the Nation, and so you can measure what was the miserable situation of this country and how much the poverty level was there and where the status of the common people didn't time. So this is why the Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, to rescue, because 100 years we were fighting for survival. And by 25 years as a part of Pakistan, we find that they used us as a slave. So Bangabandhu organized all these things. I don't like to go to political history, but as because most of the discussion have been made here about the achievement and the status of present position, and some participant of the panel, they have pointed out about many failures. Of course, there is a lot of failure. Okay. Anyway, I want to complete this my point from where I started. In the year 1972, when Father of the Nation have taken the charge of this country, Then time our per capita income was $94 after destruction because of war. From $94 to the year when Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman was killed, then time our per capita income was 277. That is, Pakistan could able to rise our per capita income level by 25 years about the $50. And Bangabandhu, even whole massacre after and destruction, able to rise within the 3.5 years per capita income level up to, that is 277, that is difference is $183. But misfortunately, after killing Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman in the year 1976, 75. And in 96, Awami League came in power first time. Before that, in the year 1995, our per capita income will rise up to the level of, the figure was at 329. So, within 20 years, in absence of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman or his philosophy or his party, 20 years gone, we able to only rise our per capita income level was, that is from, Bangabandhu have reached up to the 277, and 95 we got it 329. So difference is very non-significant. In 1996, first time after the assassination of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, Awami League rise in the power, take over the charge of the state. And it is the first time, I think within the 100 years time, this country have experienced of food sufficiency. Because the Honorable Prime Minister didn't time have given emphasis, and without disagreeing with the World Bank and many other development partners, she has subsidized for the agriculture. And within the soonest time, we have achieved the status of a food sufficiency. And she has given the emphasis for the power generation. Didn't time our power generation capacity was 1600 megawatt. So, such a scare number of the electricity generation, and which was the, actually figure was the less than 10% of the total demand. So, Honorable Prime Minister have given the emphasis for the generation of electricity. So, I want to take the water. Giving the importance for the electricity generation, just only cause of we have to go for the productive sector to support. Once the productive sector has to be vibrant, then energy and electricity is fundamental. So cause of that she has given the emphasis. And in the same time, community clinic have been set up for every 6,000 people in whole over the Bangladesh. And Dhaka-Chattogram road, this road is very important because this is the connectivity of the capital to the economic hub of Bangladesh, that is Chattogram. So this road have been given the priority as road was constructing. And education, healthcare and agriculture, and all the issues have been given the priority. This is why a momentum have been taken. And though Awami League did not come in the power in 2001, but after coming in the power in the 2009, now what is our status? Within a 1.5 decade, our per capita income, just only this indicator I am mentioning because all the indicator is not necessary. This is a fundamental one. So I think everybody could assess honestly, impartially. So now our per capita income is, according to the World Bank study, 2064. But I have other sources, it is more than 2,100. So whatever it is, you see how much significant and remarkable change have been achieved. It is not the figure of per capita income. It is the whole over scenario of all over Bangladesh. In the rural area and urban area, periphery and suburban, everywhere the peoples have now in a such status to fulfill their all the demand. So, but of course, there is a lot of failure is there. We have a lot of requirement, we have a lot of demand. So all the demand cannot be fulfilled within overnight. And there is some sort of the controversiality, liking, disliking, exist. Here the discussion have been made about the coal-fired electricity power plant. So all over the world, you see, still 60% of the electricity in USA is generating from the coal source. And USA also, China also doing the same. Anyway, so these kinds of controversially could be happen here. And we have of course, there is a situation of we are fighting for the better education, better technology, and better life, and many other issues. But yes, right, USA also fighting. European, all the countries also fighting. All the development countries like Japan, China, they are also fighting. So we cannot be out of this track. And actually, inclusive growth, a source of growth and beneficiary of growth. These two things have been raised here. Who is not getting the benefit from the present development of Bangladesh? And disparity level is much more lower in Bangladesh in comparison to many other areas. So we can say anything else, but I still love and encourage for this kinds of a debate and discussion and criticism of the government. So government could find and identify if any failure of the government is anywhere else and any alternative best choice is there, so government can pick up that one. So I believe we nothing have a frustrated. We are in a measurable situation. Our poverty level was about more than 70%. Now our poverty level is below 20%. So we have a lot of growth, and of course there is this banking sector, capital market, and many other where there were some of the failure and there is a scope of the criticism. But I have to see what is the aggregated figure, how much achievement have been achieved. So I believe that nothing to be frustrated. Yes, of course, we have to work collectively. We have to be, but we have a we have a very painful history. After assassination of father of the nation, the state, I want to point out this issue, just only one issue. Brigadier Aminul Islam ran to the Deputy Chief of the Army Staff, Ziaur Rahman, and tell him that President died, President killed. The reply was, Ziaur Rahman was that, okay, let Vice President took over the power. We have nothing to do about the politics. Is it the politics? Killing of the father of the nation and killing the president? I raise this question. Why we do not actually think over like this way? The junior officer killed the father of the nation, and they did anarchy in the country. But senior, those who have been empowered, who have been authorized to make accountable, hold the system, hold the subordinate, but he is telling that he do not have the responsibility. And next 20 years, all the military rulers have ruled the country, and political platform, bureaucracy, local government, and public representative, all the institutions have been fallen in such a miserable position and make them all this conflicting with each other. And education system, this system, that system, everything have been destroyed. And after that, whenever we have achieved this kind of a status, I think this is also appreciable. That should be recognized. Of course, the failure, we must have to own, and we have to learn from our failure. If anything, unsuccess is there, of course there is a lot of things to criticize, but I think in the same time, the achievement has to be recognized. Thank you very much. Happy New Year, everybody.